Okay? So if they're feeling good, you just loop it back, cement it in. If they're feeling bad, would we say, okay, as you're feeling horrified, think about the problem. As you're feeling pain, think about the problem. What do you think would happen? You cement in the pain again. So if someone says, I feel worse, or I feel bad, or nothing's worked, I feel upset, I'm a failure, what do you think we need to do? Just repeat it. Just skip the testing and repeat it. Go back to priming, go back to the induction, go back to the hypnotic interview, and that becomes your new place to start. What do you mean you feel horrified? Horrified about what? This. What do you mean you feel horrified about? I'm going into the interview again. So I want to treat that as a whole new problem. Okay? Does that make sense? And then you might go through the whole routine again. Induction, 10, 15 minutes later, come out of trance. How do you feel about it now? It's gone. It feels amazing. Really? Yeah, how do you know? This, and this. What did you think about both those problems? How do you feel now? They both feel amazing. We're done. So neutral. What do we mean by neutral?
They're okay with it.
That's the answer you get. How do you feel about the problem? Which means it's either not good, not bad, it's in between. So what are our choices, do you think? Do we just tell them it'll get better later? It has worked. I've heard hypnotists do that and it does work. What do you think the more appropriate thing would be to do?
Get them to position. Yeah.
Yep, you could ask them about what do you mean by
Test them a bit more.
Yep, could test them some more. Get some more clarity. What else?
Go back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning. Yep, what else?
Bring in some of those key points
Yep.
that were the
Yep.
instigators.
Yep, make them focus on them. Yep. What else?
Ask them why they think.
There we go. Ask them, put it back on them. What else? What's the theme here?
Unresolved.
It's unresolved, so don't leave it unresolved. Address it. Try anything. Just don't let them go home like that. There's no right or wrong way how to address it. You just got to do something with it rather than just leave it.
Can you be neutral as a negative?
Good, yeah. Yep. If they're undecided, help them decide. If it's negative, you definitely have to help them because that's why they came to see you. If it's positive, job well done for both of you. It's a great outcome. So if they're neutral, they're not sure, it's not a good or a bad thing, it just is.
Okay.
That was my next point. You might ask your client, how do you feel about this? Are you okay with that? For now, yeah. Great. When if anything comes up, you have my number, you let me know.
So you've done the smoking thing, you've tested, you've got a really good response. They go 6 days and then they start bagging and they go. When you book in your next session, let's say, do you start with what was the event that made you the...
Great question, yes, absolutely. It's a great point. Well, I'll give you this. I'll rephrase what I stated there. Is if my client comes back, I'll probably just start the session whole fresh again. As if I'd never seen them before. That's probably a better way to view it. Knowing they're going to tell me about that anyway, I'd try and use that freshness being a fresh one, as if I'd never seen them before. Why? Because then I take out all my assumptions. Because they might say, yeah, Wednesday that triggered me smoking again, but then that went away. And then this other thing came up. So if I don't allow them to express that, I'm now working on the sore knee instead of the sore elbow again. Okay? So I treat it fresh. When I used to do multiple sessions was only with weight loss, because weight loss tends to have a lot of baggage. And the weird thing about weight loss is clients expect, I've had clients ask this, one time it really was astounding to me, I had a very, very, very overweight client come in, a female client, to the point where she had to walk in sideways through the door. So I was like, I really want to help this person. This will be a great consult for me that's going to help me. So we were in the best of moods. And at the end of the session, she said, great, where's your scales? I want to weigh myself. Yeah. Yep, that's the mindset she was under. Yeah, Harry Potter. So I, from that point forward, had to make the point of telling my weight loss clients what I do for weight loss. And I used to tell them, I'm not going to make you lose weight. It is impossible. What I will do is clear the mindset that stops you sticking to a diet, or stops you not having the confidence to go to the gym, or stops you doing this and this. After this, you need to go see a personal trainer. You need to go to a dietitian. You need to do this stuff for yourself. I'm going to clear the blocks that's preventing you to do that. Does that make sense? So it's a nice way to address your weight loss clients, because some of them will want to jump on the scales. If it's in the context of smoking, some clients will test and say, I want to go outside and have a cigarette to see if it really worked. Any thoughts on how we address this?
Sit down, I need more work to do.
Yeah, so you could do the session again. Yep. So you could ask, well, what makes you want to test it like that, or why do you think it hasn't worked? So you could ask that. What else could we do? Bless you.
Thank you.
Any thoughts?
Sorry, what was the question?
You could offer. If a client comes out of a stop smoking session and says, you know what, I want to go outside and have a cigarette to see if it worked. What do we do?
It hasn't worked. Yes.
Yep. So there could be concerns it hasn't worked. Yep.
Or he's testing himself to see his
Yep.
strength of character.
Yep. Could be testing himself.
How would he know if he went out to have a cigarette and had one, whether it worked or not?
Yep. All of these things are good. Again, you don't just want to dismiss it and go, oh, get out of here. The way I used to address it, I used to get it, not a lot, but every now and then, I'd say, great, if you go outside and have a cigarette and you start smoking again, I'm not going to help you. We're done, I'm done. So it's up to you. So put it back on them. Give them the choice.
It's like
Yeah. And again, these are just little side notes, because if you've seen enough clients, you're bound to come across the bizarreness of people. But that's fine. Don't dismiss it. That's just the way people are. We all have our weirdness. Okay. Any questions with the testing? Yes.
One of the things I notice is I missed some of the language on the way past. It just maybe experience more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of, because he gave a positive response, I took it as all positive, there was a slight negative connotation.
Mm-hmm.
The word, and I missed that and carried on. He pulled me up on it later, and I went,
Okay.
I really didn't see that.
Yes. So it shows you that.
Experience, or?
Of course it is. Yes. You learn to listen more and think less as a hypnotist.
Yeah.
The more you listen and the less you think, the better hypnotist you become. Because one of the hardest things, and I was talking about this to you before privately, one of the hardest things to do to become a really good hypnotist, or just even a therapist, is to stop your own assumptions.
Yeah.
Really hard to do. Really hard to do. As soon as you assume anything, you're already missing the point. So I've said this a couple of times, and I think it's really fitting. When you're working with clients, act dumb. Okay? If they say something to you and you really don't understand what they're telling you, clarify it. Don't just think, I think he's saying or she's saying this, I'll go down that direction. Clarify it. You can even say to your clients, look, it's been a long week, I'm a little bit slow today. What did you mean you hate red shoes? That doesn't make sense to me. Don't be afraid to get clarification. Okay? Because then you'll pick up on those points. Okay? Any questions on that, folks? None? Okay? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring somebody up to do the hypnotic interview and just show you just the hypnotic interview for today, but just to show you how vigorously we can test just through the hypnotic interview. Because sometimes that's enough. Do you guys want to give this a go?
Yep.
Okay? So I do need someone to come up the front. I will bring out the magic chair. Don't all rush at once. I do need somebody. Give a round of applause. Come and have a seat. Come on in, folks. Come in nice and close. Okay. And again, I will recruit all of you to help. Feeling good? You happy for them to move forward?
Oh, I can feel that.
Yes. That's it. That's good. Okay, just make sure we're not in front of the camera so we can get your lovely face in.
Oh my God. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes. You happy for us to record this?
Oh, why not?